Welcome back to Elite Rentals. I'm James Corwell. Today, we're looking at the top 5 luxury yachts to charter in the Caribbean. If you enjoy clear, practical advice on chartering, subscribe for more yacht insights. There's a link in the description for details and availability. To keep this useful for real trip planning, every yacht here is a genuine charter vessel from a reputable shipyard between 20 and 120 metres, and you'll get a clear weekly price range. We've mixed entry-level, mid-range and ultra-luxury options, so you can match your budget and expectations. I'll also add small tips that help first-time charterers avoid common mistakes. At number 5, Sunseeker 86. Take it easy 4. Built by Sunseeker, this yacht is about 26.3 metres in length and is a smart entry to the Caribbean charter scene. Weekly rate starts around $72,000 plus expenses, and it typically accommodates up to 8 guests in 4 cabins. Why it works so well. The layout suits a family or 2 couples, and Sunseeker's 86 has a comfortable main salon with big windows, an easy flow to the aft deck for open-air dining, and a flybridge with a hard top and bar. A detail worth noticing is the hydraulic swim platform, which makes water access simple for paddleboards or snorkeling, much easier than climbing a fixed ladder when the sea is moving. From my experience, most first-time charterers don't realise how important stabilizers are. An 86-foot Sunseeker like this, with stabilizers at anchor and underway, takes the edge off Caribbean swell, especially on a breezy day between St Martin and St Barths. Toy sets typically include a fast tender, sea bobs, paddleboards, and snorkeling gear. Number 4, Sunreef 80 Seclusion. Built by Sunreef Yachts, this is a 24.4 metre sailing catamaran with a wide beam, giving you huge deck areas relative to length. The weekly rate is typically from about $82,000, and most configurations sleep 8 guests comfortably. The standout feature here is livable outdoor space. A 4-deck lounge that's perfect for sunrise coffee runs to a quiet anchorage, and a large flybridge where you can relax under shade while sailing at 8-10 knots in steady trade winds. Because it's a catamaran, the motion is gentle, and the shallow draft opens up lagoons and reefs that deeper monohulls can't reach. A small tip. If you want a fully relaxed, water-focused holiday, think swimming before breakfast, lunch at anchor, and a different cove every evening, this format is hard to beat. Sunreef 80s usually carry a strong water toy lineup, and the tender operations are simple off a wide platform. Another detail worth noticing is light, modern interiors with panoramic windows, which is great if you're traveling with family members who prefer to stay cool inside while still enjoying the views. Why number 4? It's an excellent step up for guests who want maximum deck space, smooth motion, and a refined sailing experience while staying near the middle of the budget range. It's also perfect for the BVI or Grenadines, where you'll hop between short legs and keep the sails up often. If you're considering a Caribbean charter and want a short list of yachts that match your dates and group size, Elite Rentals can help. We build custom proposals with confirmed availability and sample itineraries. The link is in the description. At number 3, Heesen 44 May, at last. Built by Heesen Yachts and measuring about 44.2 metres, this is a proven Caribbean favourite with a weekly rate from roughly $120,000 plus expenses. Guest capacity is usually up to 11 across 5 cabins, including a master suite that many guests appreciate for its privacy and generous volume at this length. The yacht's sun deck is a highlight, a large jacuzzi, bar and open deck for breezy afternoons between stops. Heesen's build quality means solid engineering and reliable systems, important when you're far from big shipyards. From my experience, guests who plan a Bahamas or Turks and Caicos itinerary love At Last because of her relatively shallow draft for a 44-ram yacht, which helps access anchorages with turquoise shallows and sandbars. She's also fast enough to reposition in good time if you want to stretch an itinerary from Nassau to the Exumas and down to Staniel Cay without losing a day in transit. Toy lockers are typically well stocked. Jet skis, sea bobs, snorkel gear, sometimes a slide, and the crew are used to delivering active, water-heavy programs. If you're chartering over the holidays, note that many yachts apply a seasonal surcharge and require 10 nights minimum. It's worth planning early to lock the dates and any special toys you want. Why number 3? At Last balances size, capability and value very well. It offers a real super yacht feel, a top deck jacuzzi and strong performance for island hopping without moving into ultra luxury pricing. Now moving to one of the standout ultra-luxury sailing options at number 2, Perini Navi ATM Maltese Falcon. At 88 metres, this is one of the most recognisable sailing super yachts in the world, with a dyno-rig system and 3 distinctive carbon masts. The weekly rate is typically from around $490,000, plus expenses, and she accommodates up to 12 guests. The experience is very special. You get the quiet power of a large sailing yacht, wide open deck spaces, and a sense of occasion that few vessels can match. A signature feature is the alfresco cinema setup on deck, perfect for an evening movie after dinner at anchor. Practical points. Despite her size, Maltese Falcon offers comfortable passages between islands, and the crew are highly practiced at guest-friendly sailing days. Think a few hours under sail, lunch in a protected bay, and tenders whisking you ashore for an afternoon stroll in Gustavia. Most first-time charterers don't realise that on a yacht like this, the day's plan adapts to wind and sea state in an elegant way. If it's ideal for sailing, you sail. If it's a day for toys and beaches, the crew tunes the schedule to that. It keeps the week balanced and stress-free. At number 1, Lürssen 85 km/c Solange. Built by Lürssen and measuring about 85.1 metres, this is an ultra-luxury Caribbean flagship with a weekly rate around $1,000 plus expenses. Guest capacity is typically up to 12, supported by a large professional crew. The deck plan is exceptional. Multiple expansive lounging areas, a large spa pool, and decks that handle cocktail parties just as effortlessly as quiet family afternoons. One of the most appreciated features on yachts at this level is the wellness offering. Dedicated treatment rooms, a gym with a view, and a beach club set up for seamless water access. A yacht like Solange excels at delivering a complete resort experience that moves with you. A detail worth noticing is how the interior and exterior spaces blend. Formal dining when you want it, shaded outdoor tables when you don't, and plenty of semi-private areas for guests to split off and enjoy different activities at the same time. The toy list is extensive. Tenders for shore runs and exploring, jet skis, sea bobs, inflatables, and the crew are trained to set it all up safely and quickly. Let me add a few practical notes that tend to make or break a Caribbean charter. First, itinerary length. 7 nights is the standard, but 10 nights often gives you the right rhythm if you want to combine, say, St. Martin, Anguilla, and St. Barths with time to unwind. Second, weather windows. The trades are consistent from December through April. If you're prone to motion sickness, stick to short hops. BVI and Grenadines are ideal. Third, toys and permits. Some islands have specific rules for personal watercraft. Your captain will brief you, but it's smart to ask up front if you're set on jet ski time. Fourth, cabin allocation. Confirm the bed types and sizes before you book. Layouts can vary more than most guests expect. On pricing, remember that weekly rates usually exclude expenses. Fuel, food, beverages, dockage, and incidentals are covered by an advanced provisioning allowance, often 25-35% of the base rate. Gratuity is at your discretion, typically 10 to 20%, depending on service and local norms. Holiday weeks can carry premium rates and longer minimums. Ask your broker to break down total trip cost so there are no surprises. Finally, a small tip for first-timers. Pick the yacht for its layout and crew, not just the photos. On Take It Easy 4, the social flow between salon, aft deck and flybridge is perfect for families. Seclusion lets everyone spread out and find quiet corners. At last is a great middle ground if you want a full super yacht experience without jumping to ultra-luxury pricing. Maltese Falcon gives you the romance of sailing on a legendary yacht, and Solange delivers the highest standard of onboard living in this list. If you match the yacht's format to how your group likes to spend the day, everything else usually falls into place. Thanks for watching. If you're ready to plan your charter, visit Elite Rentals using the link in the description. And don't forget to subscribe for more yacht insights.